Alright, so we've got a weight boat here. It's got a V8 5 litre Mercruiser in it, just setting up to remove broken spark plug. One of the other thread guys have attempted it and they have got to this point here. A broken spark plug, that's what the good holes look like, and that's what we're dealing with. I'll come in. Drill bit. And some grease. Grease is to stop the filings from going in. Come down here. So drill down to there, and try and put a little bit of an easy out in there and see if we can just get that last bit of thread out. There's a touch tight. This would help us a little bit. Continue drilling. Let's put this through there now. Change drill bits.
Am I talking?
She's tied in there, yeah. Yeah. Just starting to pick the thread out here now. Just trying to grab it and see if we can wind that out. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. It's a good little game to play. Get the pick and again. Another one starting there. If any of this goes inside, we just get a magnet and we fish it out later. This will save repairing the thread later, but I can always put a solid insert in if I have to. It's quite finicky by the time you get to the back. It might be better just to drill it. There we go. All the threads out, spark plugs removed. Run a tap down that and see if it cleans up. And coming back in now, the main thing is just to look down the hole and see where the piston and valves are. As if you've got some valves open, the tap can come through, and so you can see the top of the piston in that one. If the valves are open, you can come down and just touch the valve with the tap as you're poking it through the other end, and get a mirror. So a bit of a look through. Looks pretty clear. And you also get like a long feeler, and you just poke it up and make sure it's not hitting anything in there. You see that one's hitting, the valve's open on that cylinder. But this one, it's free. I'm just going to grab a 14125 tap, which is a spark plug thread. Put some grease on it so nothing goes in the hole. Again, main thing is start it by hand. Get it somewhat positioned. Quarter drive ratchet, nothing too much bigger. I use the ratchets. What I do is I machine these little corners on the bench grinder so they fit into a multi-sided ratchet, so I don't have to use the T-handles. Sometimes the T-handles are too big to get into position. And just run that through with the grease on. It's a really good grease. It's a machinery grease, so it's really thick and holds everything. Right, let's just get a clean rag and just clean it up, make sure we're happy. Look at the taper, because someone else has been here, so just make sure the taper's fine. They're pretty good. So then what we do, grab a magnet, put a nice little flex on it like that, and we go fishing. And put that down inside here, and just run it down on top of the piston. Give it a little wiggle and see what we pull out. As you can see, quite a bit of stuff from the last guy. What I do is try and get it all out. Then what you do, once you've got all the big chunks out, you can start the motor to blow any of the little stuff out, but let's try and get most of the big stuff out. The main thing is that tang. That's the biggest piece that you need to find. Sometimes it's easy, you wind the piston on bottom dead center, and they'll give you more reach with the magnet in there. Sometimes it's quite hard to get it to curl around into the corner. Which I think we'll have to get the customer to see if we can turn it over. Yeah, quite a bit of shit in there. There's the tang there. That's the main bit we wanted. Here's the tang. I'm pretty happy from there. That's the main bit. We'll do some more fishing. And this is why you ring the stud man before anyone else. Because they quoted him $4,500 to R&R this cylinder head and said it couldn't be removed. So I think the customer will be pretty happy. Put a bit of a little bend on there. Try and get right down in that corner of the piston. I think we got nearly everything anyway. And that's finished. It's nice and clean, all done, all the bits, main tang's out, and spark plug repair and then the solder. Right.